Yeah, it's Buster. And I'm me. Buster and me. There we go. He's El Capitan sitting in the FO seat. That's him. To Buster Mike. That's right. Hey, we're sitting on Gainesville. Sitting in Gainesville, Florida Gators, home of the swamp. Yep, pretty cool. Flying to Destin today. Yes, we are flying to Destin. Went ahead and had the $100 hamburger. Yep, it's now in the afternoon, 1:30 local. On our way to Destin. We came in early this morning. Not that early, but we're around 9:30. And yeah, flew missed approach. Came on back around, a lot of fog, 200 foot, VV002. So that's indefinite ceiling at 200. That's what we saw. Yep, quarter-mile visibility did not work out for us. Had to do a missed approach, come on back around. So we are now, well, fortunately it eased up. Otherwise we'd be sitting in Orlando right now. So anyway, we're doing good. Let's go ahead and see what we're doing here. Weight and balance, we were able to fill up completely. So now we're back to 212 pounds. Just so you guys know, we left off at 574 pounds. So we needed to get 638 pounds back into the aircraft, which is 106 gallons. So we filled up with 106 gallons at $6.63. Yep, that's what the avgas, the 100 Lima Lima was. So it was $702.78. 702 US to fill this plane up, and that was basically from North Perry to Venice. Did a couple touch and go rounds in Venice, and then coming up to Gainesville. So just to refuel, to top it off, was $700. So we're going to keep track of that for a whole flight. Oh, weight and balance. Yeah, Buster's food went down by, I mean, Buster, you've been eating it, man. You had 2 stops. 2 stops, 5 pounds. That's probably about right. That's me, that's Buster, and that's our life raft in the back. We'll be going over some of the Gulf today, Gulf of Mexico. So you'll see that will, you know, hopefully it doesn't come in handy. Yeah, so speaking of the route, here we are in Gainesville. So let's expand this real quick. Yep. So we're going to take off of Gainesville, go to Heaven, right there, waypoint. Then we're going to go to Apalachicola, to Adugi, then up to Panama City, and then into Destin. Destin's pretty busy, considering we have Air Force bases all over the place. You know, got Eglin, Halbert. I mean, it's just a lot of fun. So, but hopefully we'll be able to get some good views. Come on in. Here we are in Gainesville. Let's go ahead and pull down our weather. Ten statute miles scattered at 33. Wow. Totally different from earlier today. 2999er. Good. Pretty simple. How are things looking at Destin? Destin, we're IFR. 3 statute miles in haze. Broken at 9er. Okay, so it's 130. So Destin. 130 at 12. Okay. 3 statute miles in haze. We're broken 900 feet and 3,300. Overcast at 4,000. Yeah, should be interesting. And it's 29er, 89er. Okay, we're 9er. Just make sure again. Yeah, so Gainesville 200 at 9. So we're going to take runway 25. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and taxi down Alpha Bravo to 25. So that's Alpha, Bravo, and then 25. So we got 10 statute miles. We're scattered 30, 300, 29er, 9er. Okay, good. Good. It's a little warm. We have our taxi instructions. We have no departure out here, so we'll just be going direct to heaven. Love it. Okay, Buster, let's get the show in the air. I know. Get the show in the air. Okay, let's do the flows. Gear down. Parking brake on. All the switches are in the off position. We're good. Let's go battery on. We have 3 green. Fuel is full. And we have the appropriate bus volts. So we are good. Battery off. Let's do our before engine start flow. Gear down. Parking brake on. Circuit breakers on the right side. They're all in. Circuit breakers on the left side. All in. Switches again are all in the off position. Let's go ahead and go to idle. We are we're high on the props. We are rich on the mixture. Our cabin pressures are off. Flaps are up. Trims are neutral. Cowl flaps are down. Fuel selectors are where they need to be. On. Our static down here is in. Our knobs are all in, which is good. How about this? Okay, yeah. So that goes in. Door pressure is, or door seal is down, and cabin pressure is dump. That is fine with us. Avionics is down. Let's go battery on. We see bus volts at 2.3. Alternators now go on. That's fine. Let's go ahead and as we come over here, let's get our lights on. Let's just see if we can get our boost. I can hear the boost pump. Good. Let's go over here and do the ELT test. Okay. Let's put it back, the rocker switch back to armed. Let's do the CO test. We have 2 lights, which is what we need to do. Let's go ahead and check our annunciators. Okay, that's all good. Okay, let's go ahead and turn on some AC. It's 92 degrees here, so let's go ahead and pull it out. Start the engine, so parking brakes are set, beacon is on, right engine, so let's go ahead and mixtures are rich, props are high. We're going to go full open on the right throttle. We're going to go high for 4 seconds. We want to see the fuel flow go to 7. 7, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Go ahead and put it down. Go back to idle, crack it open. Look around, clear prop. Buster, clear prop. You want to help? Okay, gonna hit our button. Got our button going to start, and then when we release it, it goes to both, and we're going to be looking at here to see some movement. As soon as we see some movement, we'll let it go. There we go. Start annunciator has gone off. Let's go ahead and advance the throttle to 1000. We are in the green on oil pressure, and oil temps are rising. So we have a good right engine start. Okay, let's go ahead and get the left engine going. By the way, bus volts, yep, bus volts are right where we want. We're at 28. Let's go ahead and go full on the throttle on the left side. Let's go high. We're at 7, 6, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. Cut it. Now we're going to drop to idle, then crack it open. We have our left button. We're going to be checking this out to see a drop in manifold pressure. There's the drop. Annunciator light goes off for the start. We have green in the oil pressure. We have positive on the oil temp. Let's go ahead and advance to 1000. Good. Bus is at 28 on the volts. We have a good left engine start. Let's go ahead and get on our avionics. Let's just check the annunciators one more time. Yep, we're good. Altimeter 299er. Okay, 299er. Altimeters are good. Let's go ahead and get on our radio set. Gainesville, it's 119.55. Let's go ahead and get this to Unicom. Alright, VLOC, let's go ahead and put it, let's go ahead and push, let's get it to Gainesville. Gainesville is, what was it, 116.2. Identifier on Gainesville, good. Let's do the backup. 6.2. Perfect. Okay. Standby on the weather radar. We're at 2000 here. We are good. Let's go ahead and get on our flight plan. Let's put in Gainesville. Let's put in Destin Executive. Dookie, right? Dookie. Dookie. Pips. That's good. Very simple. Probably not what we want on the VNAV, but we'll go ahead and handle that in the air. 72 degrees. That's good. Let's go ahead and close it off a little bit. Okay, so the comms, the radios, navs are all looking good. Let's set, we're going to be taking off at runway, well, what's it? 25. That's 245. And our first, we're really going to 282. So let's just set to 282. Now we'll be making a right-hand turn. That's good. The radar is on standby, cabin air and heat. We're at 70 degrees. So we're actually managing it pretty decent. Left roll, neutral, right roll, neutral, down, neutral, back, neutral, right rudder, neutral, left rudder, neutral. Flight controls are for incorrect buster. Awesome. Let's go ahead and flick on the taxi lights, and the transponder is all good. Mixture is lean for taxi. Let's lean us for taxi. Okay, mixture's lean for taxi. And let's go taxi. Let's go get to our run-up spot. Gainesville traffic. Baron 712 Bravo Mike, taxiing to runway 25 via Alpha Bravo. Gainesville. Watch out, little man. Big man on the brake. Okay, brakes work. Let's go ahead and put this up. Oh, Grand Caravan. Beautiful. There's Alpha. Get it nice and cool in here, so when we turn off the AC, we won't be sweltering. Turn off the AC for takeoff. Here we're on Gainesville, home of the swamp. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, we're going to flight level 180. So let's just set that as our initial. I think our flight plan with Vatsim was closer to 18. Very narrow taxiway. We on crabs? We completely missed it? I didn't see it. No, we'll keep it going straight and then we'll double back around. I never saw it. Certainly don't want to taxi in the weeds, but we definitely are on a different surface right here. Just not expecting this. Up the runway. As crazy as that sounds. It. I see it up here. Completely missed it. Bravo. Bravo. Here we go. Bravo. We have a nice little run-up area. Are at 200, so let's go ahead and block down our brake right now. That is good. Okay, run up, parking brake set, fuel mixture is rich, props are high. Let's go ahead and run us up to 17. Let's go ahead and turn our AC off. Okay, we're at 17. Let's go ahead and exercise those props. So we're going to go ahead and look for a 300 drop. So the right one first. There's 300. Next time we do it, we want to see an increase in the oil pressure. Okay, we're back to stable. There's an increase in oil pressure. Good. And we're going to do it again. Once we get back to 17, we're going to want to see a increase in manifold pressure. There's the increase. Good. Left engine, 300 drop. Good. Go back to stable. We want to go ahead and see an increase in oil pressure. There it is. And the last one, we want to see an increase in manifold. Ever so slight increase. We are good. Props are exercised. Let's go ahead and check the magnetos. Right engine, let's go to left. See if I can zoom in a little better. Back to both. about 100 drop, which is fine. We want to see no more than 150. Let's go to right. Here's 100. Good. All right. So we have 100 on each one. So we don't want to see any more than 150, and we don't want to see a differential of 50 between the two. So let's go back to both. All right. Now let's go to left. Here's 100. Let's go back to both. Let's drop it to the right magneto. Perfect. 100. Magneto's checked. Let's go back to both. Excellent. Instrument air is in the green alternator. Turn the left off. Right picks it up. Turn the right off. Bus is picking it up. We're parallel. Left. Left is picking up. Right. Back to parallel. Perfect. Alright. Propeller de-ice. We have the prop amps have come into 25-ish, which is good. And let's see. And we have we saw the increase on the amperage. Windshield. We're going to want to see an increase in amps and an annunciator light. Yep. There's the increase in amps and windshield light. Turn it off. Good. Let's go ahead and do pitot heat. Increase. Pitot heat. Off. Increase. Annunciator. Off. Fuel vent. Increase. Off. Stall warning. Increase. Yes. Off. Perfect. Okay. Heater switches are all done. Surface de-ice. We're going to go manual first. We're seeing the de-icing pressure go up to 18, which is good, and we have the boot pressure on the annunciator. We have good. Let's go ahead and go to auto. Good boot pressure, annunciator light, and we have cycling. Let's see it come back one more time, and there's the light and cycling. Good. So let's go back to off. Good. Pressurization. Go ahead and increase to 2,000. Okay, we are at sea level, which is kind of where we're at, so we're a little bit on top of that. Cabin differential is 0. Rate, let's go put this at 10 o'clock. Okay, so we're now at 10. Let's go ahead and set now 1,000 feet below. Let's get the door sealed. Let's get the cabin pressure sealed. Cabin pressure on. Okay, we want to go ahead and hit the test, and we want to see a drop trying to achieve this 1,000 feet minus. There it is. Dropping. So pressure's looking good. Good. We have a descent on the differential and rate. Okay, press mode, dump, door seal off. Good. First desired altitude, or can we zoom in here? We can see. I'm going at flight level 180, but let's go ahead and put it to flight level 200. There's 18. There's 200. Okay. A couple thousand feet kind of will give us a little bit of room to play with. Good. Down. See, we're getting a little hot. Engine warning. Good. Gotta do that pressurization quicker. Flaps. Let's go ahead and set the flaps. Make sure we got approach. Approach is good. Approach flaps are set. Let's go ahead and test the autopilot. While that's testing, I do want to check out one of our control options on this stick. Autopilot. Disengage joystick button 4. Three. Okay, validate. So we had the wrong joystick button for the disengage for the autopilot. Isn't that interesting? Apply and save. Go back. I was wondering in the last flight when we tried to disengage the autopilot, it didn't work. Okay, so we've gone ahead and we've done our autopilot test. So let's go ahead. We have our heading bug is offset here. I'll have to put it back, but let's just go ahead and set it right here. Let's turn on the autopilot. Flight directors are up. Let's go ahead and hit the heading button and we should see a right hand turn with the yoke. Perfect. Now let's go ahead and turn it. Flight directors also turning. Good. Flight director is turning, and here we go. Let's disengage with our button. Good, and we should disengage one more time for flight director. No, didn't do it. That's okay. There. We'll have to see how we can get over that. Alright, we'll put our heading here, and we'll go to 2A2 here. Perfect. We know we got to turn. We know this is the heading for the runway. Alright, so what we're going to do, let's go ahead and do our before takeoff checklist. Windows are closed, comms are set, altitude is preset, good, heading bug is set. We are on runway heading, and then nav source, GPS, elevator trim set to take off. Okay, elevator trim is set to take off. Awesome. Flaps are in the approach, and they are confirmed. Cabin altitude selector is where we need it to be, 20,000 feet. Let's turn on cabin pressure first, and then let's turn on the door seal. Okay. Air condition is off. Good. It's getting a little warm. I know it, Buster. I know. It's getting a little warm. We'll get it on when we get in the air. Fuel booster is on low. Pitot heat on. Any other anti-ice? No, we're not going to need it. We are hot. 2000 weather radar. Let's get the weather radar to on. Good. Landing lights on, strobes on. Okay, so before we do that, let's go ahead and do our takeoff. So what we're going to do, our takeoff briefing. So what we're going to do, Buster, we're going to rotate at 80. If we have any loss of power, any smoke, any issues, we're going to go ahead and cut the engines and come to a complete stop break on the runway. If we get into the air at 80, we're going to climb out. Going to try to climb out at 115, 120. As soon as we get positive rate, we're going to go gear up. As soon as we get to 115, flaps go up. Going to go ahead and climb out. Once we get to 400, 500 feet, we're going to lower the props down to 24. And then once we get to 1,000 feet, we're going to begin our right-hand turn. Our climb will be right around 36. So we'll probably at 1,000 feet we'll lower our manifold to 36, and we'll make our right-hand turn. And we'll get the nav pretty quickly. Any questions, Buster? If we lose an engine, we're going to be making right traffic to come back around. Any questions, Buster? Okay, let's go. Let's get out there. Oh, I did have the right. Okay. Alright. Hold on. Parking brake. Controls. Autopilot. Autopilot disengage. Clear. Start scanning. Joystick button 4. That was correct. Okay. Apply and save. Go back. Resume. Okay. Okay. 119.55 is Gainesville's CTFA. Okay. Gainesville traffic. Baron 2 Bravo Mike is taking runway 25 for the westbound departure. Gainesville. Ready, Buster? Let's do it. Okay, so we want to climb out at 115. That's what we want to try to do. Keep this down so we can see our props. Okay, here we go. Parking brake is now off. Oh, is there a light there for parking brake? It's off. Let's go to 30. Release our brakes. And we're gonna go full. We have airspeed is alive. 70, 180, we're going to rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Passing 110, 115, gear, or flaps are now up. And drop it back to 24. Right-hand turn. Drop back to 36. Gainesville traffic. Baron 2 Bravo Mike climbing through 1,500. Turning to the west. Clear runway 25. Gainesville. Okay, that was interesting. So I actually hit the autopilot disengage, and I had to re-hit it again, so then I could get the autopilot to engage. How are we doing here? 1,700. 22,000. Flaps are up, gears are up. Let's get to 24 on these guys. 36 on the climb out, 24 on the props. We're now at 4,000 feet. We're on nav. We're heading in. We're on our Taxi lights off. Propeller sync on. Cowl flaps as required. Go ahead and put the cowl flaps. Well, we're going to leave them open as we're climbing. Let me go ahead and reduce my rate. 1,500 feet. We're getting a little, we're at 110. We want to be at 115 indicated. Let's turn on the air. It's getting a little bit, well, actually it's 76. It's quite nice now. Cabin pressurization, okay, it is working. We're climbing. Cabin pressurization, you can see it. Climb. We're in the clouds, so let's see. We're 15 degrees Celsius, so no icing issues. We'll leave the pitot heat on. Let's go ahead and monitor our temps. We are in auto mode, so it's flipping through all the data. Ooh, 57 degrees Fahrenheit. That's interesting. So now outside air temperature is reflected in Fahrenheit. So this is a reserve. Very nice. 8,000 feet. Go ahead and put our cowl flaps up. Traffic. Baron 2 Bravo Mike is 10 miles to the west, departing airspace, climbing through 9,500 feet. Gainesville. Last call. Approaching 10,000. Landing lights off. 69 degrees in the cockpit. Going to flight level 180. go to standard once we get to flight level 180. Like the little hand is getting a little high. 3.4. Got 3,000 feet left to go. Destin's full IFR. Destin's 130 at 12. Alright, so we're at 250 above the ground, 272 for our decision altitude. That should do it for us. It was broken at the 009er, so 3 statute miles of haze. So you can see here 1 mile, so I think we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Just need to get the local altimeter setting nailed. Right now, still good. It's a 2988. Spinner buster. Set the 500-foot warning. Okay, we're coming up to our cruise. So cruise power setting, we're actually going to do 32 on the throttle and 2400 on the RPM. So let's go ahead and lower to 32. Cow flaps are up, anti-ice as required. I think we're okay here. Even though we're at negative, I don't see any precip. We do have some precip up here. So if we do wander up there somehow, or if that comes down, we're going to have to turn it on. It's very cold in the cabin. It's 43, so let's turn on the heater. Fuel booster pumps, no, we don't need them. We're going to keep them off. Cabin pressurization, we're good. You can see we're in the green here on the small hand. That shoots up over 3.9. We've got a differential pressure issue. So we will see our cabin pressure is 7, almost 8. Almost 8 here, sitting here at flight level 180. Let's go ahead and get the standard pressure. Okay, standard pressure, good. All right, let's go ahead and lean this out. Let's do. Let's see if I can do this. You know what? Let me go ahead and get a lean. Yeah, that looks good. Can't get away with Control Alt. That was Control Alt 3. Let's do Control Alt 4. 4. So now when we hit Alt 4, so let's go Alt 3, and let's go Alt 3, Alt 4. No. So we can start doing our flying. All right, so at 54 degrees, so we need to keep an eye on this. So we're at our cruise, we're at our power settings. We're at 2400 on the RPM, 32 manifold inches. So let's go ahead and pre-lean. The pre-lean is the one that always screws me. So by going approximately 50 degrees, EGT rich of peak on any cylinder. So let's do. Let's do the right engine first. Let's go ahead and start leaning. Rich a peak on any cylinder, so we're gonna have to find it. So now we're going up. 16. Oh, there it is, 16. And so now we need to go rich about 50 degrees. So there we go. It's pre-leaned. Let's do the other one. 1600 EGT was on the other one. Ooh, 1500 EGT. Okay, all right, we're pre-leaned. So then let's go ahead and lean a peak. do 32. Okay, let's do the other one. Okay, so we're leaned out. It's interesting. It's a learning experience. Tried to do lean a peak. We could see our fuel flow. Incredibly low. Gallons per hour. Remaining. That's how much fuel we have. Gallons, I would guess. That's how much we've used. 20 gallons. Wow. 5.5 miles per gallon. It seemed like. Alright, we're about 200 horsepower each. Okay. What we would say, a lean peak. Lean peak. 71 degrees, so let's go ahead and just shut us down here. Let's do our cruise checklist one more time. Cow flaps are up. No enunciator, which is fine. Anti-ice, we're good. Fuel booster pumps are off. Cabin pressurization, we're still looking good. But look at that, even the things have evened out a little bit. Now we've gone down to 3.4. 3.4. And we're at around 8,500 feet as far as our cabin altitude goes. Whoops. Everything you do in this cockpit has a consequence. You mess with one of these, you hit something, you bump something. Going to have a consequence. I love it. Absolutely love it. So ETT was around 1,600. The highest, the peak, the last peak, 1,600. So that was very interesting. Anything anything over 1650 is the limit. So peak's pretty high. All right, 55 degrees. Let's go ahead and pull out here just a touch. All right, so at heaven, we're going to be at heaven here any minute. We're going to be there in 4 minutes. We're been in the air for 25 minutes. Let's go to our flight planning. There's the hour and 33 minutes to Destin. 263 pounds of fuel. 15 minutes of reserve, so 42 more pounds. Alternate. 20X Springs, I believe that is, to the north. 33 minutes, 89, and then we have 45 minutes reserve, so out the door, 485 pounds. Remember, we had 1,200, or we had 1,200 basically. So here's the extra fuel on board, 3 hours and 50 minutes of fuel. There's our block, including our taxi time. Plus we had a little bit of an extra taxi time because we screwed up. That's right. Alright, so heaven, we're supposed to be at heaven in 36 minutes. Wow, we are ahead of schedule. Wow, ground speed's 176. And we're supposed to be at 1,071 pounds. So we're going to be at heaven at 39 or 29. We're 7 minutes ahead of schedule. Ground speed's 198. This had us pulling 176. That's why we have our life raft. It's right in here. Can't see it, but it's there. 6-person life raft. In the description. Yeah, 6-person. Yep. I get 1, Buster gets 5. It is what it is. This is how he rolls. Buster. Over the Gulf of Mexico. What would happen? Well, let's go to nearest. Nearest airport, 13 miles away. 10 miles out practically. Yeah, I don't know. That's a cool little airport right there. Okay. All right. That's the closest. I'm never going there. Juliet 0. Alright, what's Crestview VOR? It seemed to me that's where they want us to go. Ooh, that's way over there. ILOPE, and we're going to vector ourselves into it. By the way, we're at 246, -6. We're at 18,000 feet. So let's put 18 on -6. There's 18 on 10, and there's 6. So true airspeed is about 233. Ground speed's 198. Why is our airspeed so low? Well, because we did a lean of peak. Yep. We did not lean for power. We did not do rich of peak. So we did so we're sitting here around 18 gallons per hour. So we're really leaned up for fuel efficiency, which the trade-off with nuts. We have better fuel economy. Okay, cabin pressure is still looking good. How is the cabin? It's looking good. So I got the heater going, but I've got it all the way. Well, I just got it cracked. The blower is on low. So that seems to be a good solution right now. Okay, so once we get to Phipps, we're actually going to take a westbound, and then we're going to go over the top. Phipps, let's go to Crestview. Okay, Crestview is Doogie. 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 We're going to be at Doogie at 45 minutes. 46 minutes. So we're 9 minutes ahead of schedule, and we're supposed to be at it 1,025 on the fuel. ILOPE, probably want to be at, let's go ahead and put it in. Okay, we're over Odoogie, and we're at 1,005 pounds. So we're 20 pounds. About 20 pounds under. We're way ahead of schedule. Okay, so 16 times 5, we need 80 miles. We need 80 miles. Okay, so how far? How far? We want to be 2,000 feet, 10 miles out from the. We're at 2,000 feet, 10 miles before cresting it. So let's set that. Go ahead and set this to 1,000. Got some clouds at flight level 180. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the descent. So before the top of the descent, let's make sure that we got a radio set. Yep, 118.45 is going to be Destin. Okay, approach briefing. Yep, we know what we're doing. Missed approach is one thing. Let's go ahead and just take a look at the approach. So we're going to come out here, flying towards Crested VOR, but then we're going to get vectored over. We're going to get vectored over. We're going to go from there. We're not going to do the hold. We're going to go in. ILOPE needs to be at 2,000 feet. We have an LPV, so we'll be on approach, and we will have a glide path. We'll be on glide path down to 250 feet above the ground. We are broken at 900 feet, so we should be okay with 3 miles of visibility in haze. Go ahead and begin our descent. pressure to sea level. So we haven't had the cabin differential light on just 2 flights in a row. Pretty good. Degrees is very comfortable in the cabin, going to 2,000 feet. On the ground speed. Fips in 4 minutes. We're an hour already into the flight. For some reason we don't get LPV, we just have LNAV. We're typically coming at around 120. We're going to need 600 at least. 600 foot per minute. We're going to climb up to 2,000 feet, so we need to keep it 2,000 here. Direct to ILOPE. Okay, so VIPs. We on it. VIPs 964, an hour and 18 minutes, so we are 60 minutes ahead of schedule. 944, so we're still in range on fuel. That's where we're going to make our run, about 25 miles. So we have 9 to 45. Just a minute, we're about 8,000 times. I think we'll be all right. I think we'll be all right. We're looking, temperatures now are 10 degrees Celsius. We're 40. Almost 50 degrees Fahrenheit, so we are good. Pressures are good. Landing lights now need to come on. We're below 10,000 feet. I'll be on the, we're 85 degrees. Let's go ahead and knock this off. Let's turn the AC. Actually, let's push this in. Let's go ahead and pull pilot air. Let's see if we can get some air coming in here. Cloud flaps are still closed, which is good. Anti-ice as required. We're going to be fine. We don't need any fuel pumps right now. We're good. Air conditioning and heat. See where we open it up, it's coming down, so it's getting a little better for us. Cabin pressure, we're fine. Good. Descent checklist is complete. Let's go ahead. About 18 miles left to go. That's about right. It's 25 miles up to here. So about 20 miles to go until we make our left turn into where we need to go. west. Land. What are we gonna do? Take Alpha. FBO. We'll take Alpha all the way back to the north of FBO. Altitude of 250 above ground, 272. 272, we're at 5,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get our mixtures rich. Landing lights are on. Okay, let's go ahead and good here. And super. We're looking on the preset. Well, we're at 60 degrees, so we're okay there. Go ahead and dial in position reports for Destin Executive. What are they called? Destin Executive. Destin Executive traffic Baron 712 Bravo Mike descending through 3,000 to 2,000 is 10 miles to the north, inbound on the RNAV RWY. Okay, we can go ahead and turn our heading. before we intercept, here we go. So we're about 10 miles, about 8 miles to ILOPE. So landing lights on, altimeters. Ooh, altimeters, little things we were at standard. Okay, come off. Propeller sync is now off. Mixture is full rich. Correct. Prop lever is now going to go high. Anti-ice as required. PWD we're good. Fuel pumps need to be put to low. Good. Air conditioning we're 66, so we're good. Air conditioning's off. Everything's off. Let's turn the blower off. The heater. Destin Executive, traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike is established on the RNAV runway 14. Destin. Kozak. 272 is our decision altitude. 272 is our decision altitude. Destin traffic Baron 2 Bravo Mike has gone missed on runway 14. Destin. Okay, we got 10 miles to go to ILOPE. Let's see how we did. Let's go ahead and get our fuel pumps off. Flaps are completely up. Gears are up. We are level at 2,000. We're flying to our missed approach point. There we go. We have the hole. Let's pop back the power. Going a little too quick. Okay. So we did full power, hit the flaps, and then once we got positive rate, we hit the gear. Climbed out the way we needed to. Mixture's rich, props are back. We're entering in our hold. So now we're gonna go run it again. cluster, you knew that would have to happen. There's just no way we could get away with that awful missed approach that we did into Gainesville. What do we got going on here? 323. Seeing us entering the hold. Oh yeah, here we go. We're going to come back around and enter it that way. At least I'm hoping that's what's going to happen. Good. Flying the hold. Alright, let's get cleared to ascend. Low power. Going to ascend to 3,000 feet. And let's go ahead and break out to the north. Heading going due north, and that will take us back around. Okay. Destin Executive Traffic Baron at 2 Bravo Mike. It's 5 miles to the east at 3,000. Inbound direct to ILOPE for the procedure turn into the RNAV RWY. Destin traffic. Landing lights, we'll leave the landing lights on. Should be in the rain here. Alright, here we go. Landing lights are on. Altimeters. Let's make sure we have the right altimeter this time. Make sure we're going to do that, yeah. Now we have low IFR. Great. 6.2 miles. Rain. 400 feet broken. Alright. 2985. Yep, 2985. That was what we had on the last one. Six statute miles, but broken at 400. Okay, well we're at 250. We've already flown the missed approach once, so we know how to do it. Okay, prop sync is off, that's okay. Mixtures, full rich, good. Props, we'll get the props to full once we turn back around. Booster pumps on low. We're at 65 degrees, so we're fine. Air conditioning, we don't need, everything's off. Good. Destin Executive Traffic Baron 2 Bravo Mike is in the procedure turn over ILOPE at 2,000 feet for runway for the RNAV 14. Destin Executive traffic. Okay, we want to see a level off at 2,000, and that's good. Alright, let's go ahead and bag us in this direction. We're going to go to 143. So we're going to go to the north FBO. Via Alpha. Okay, returning to inbound course at 143, 2,000 feet. Where'd you see, Buster? You must be happy about something. Oh, you see the land. That's good. So do I. Okay, props full. Maintain 140. Lights are on. Mixture is rich. Props are high. Destin Executive Traffic, Baron 2 Bravo Mike has established for the RNAV 14 approach 10 miles from the threshold at 2,000 feet. Destin Executive Traffic. Let's go to approach flaps. Put a little power in. Capture any moment. Should see the light go off. Yep, captured. So now let's go ahead and put our gear down. We have 3 green. We're at approach flaps. We'll leave them there. Let's go ahead and pop back our power to 15, 16 saw manifold. Let's keep our speed in check at around 120. So we're not going to go with full flaps. Now it's gear down, we can put our taxi light on. Fuel boost pumps are low, air conditioning is off. Gear down, mixture rich, props are full. Signals, we got our lights on. Good. We are 4.7 away from the threshold. We're on a good descent angle. We're going to leave 2,000 in the box here for our missed approach. Yeah, can't see anything. Flaps full, power, level off the aircraft, flaps up, positive rate, gear up, climb out, around 120-ish, 140-ish. There's our runway, by the way. We're good. Got the Pappy. Okay, we are 150 above. Above. 50 above. Here we go. Continuing to land. We are at decision altitude. Continuing to land. Let's go ahead and Destin traffic. Baron 2 Bravo too fast for us. A little wet. Destin Executive traffic, Bravo 2 Mike has vacated runway 14 at Alpha 6, taxiing to the north FBO via Alpha. Destin Executive. Yeah, we'll just go for the whole ride, but first let's put on our parking brake. And let's go ahead and do our after landing checklist. So we'll just go left to right. So pitot heat is coming off. Nice strobe. Don't need a strobe anymore. We need a panel. We don't need the landing lights anymore. Boost can go down. That's good. Let's go ahead and lean. Let's go ahead and dump pressure. Good. Flaps are fully up. And let's go down and open up the cowl flaps. Good there. Weather radar. Play with the nav. Awesome. Not seeing anything else on the deal. We don't need any AC. We're fine. We'll leave our panel light on. Let's go. A lot of rain. I could tell it's custom, for sure. I wonder if I put it in. Any other static aircraft? locked in. Oh no, that's what let's see. Oh, did anyone put in Destin? I don't think I put in Destin, guys. This does not look like what we were shooting for. I don't believe I put it in. Come over here to the fuel box. Come over here. Stop. Let's go ahead and put on our parking brake. Let's do the shutdown. Parking brake, avionics to come off. Okay, let's go ahead and shut off. Good. Throttles. Yep. Let's go ahead and fuel pumps are off. Good. Mixtures cut off. Boom. Boom. Ignition switches to off. Cabin differential pressure is good, so we can open up this, but we're not going to because we'll get wet. Sub panel switches. Okay, we're good there. And all the exterior lights are off. Good. Alternators off. And then batteries off. Okay, that's how we do that. I am looking at my community folder to see if I put in Destin. Yeah, there's Destin Executive KDTS. Doesn't look like it took. Well, when we fire back up on the takeoff, we'll see. But it looks like we got people with satellites on their houses here, so maybe it was done. But anyway, guys, it was a blast. Definitely enjoyed the missed approach, and then coming in for the next one, I thought that was probably worse conditions than the first one, but it was good to redeem ourselves with the missed approach, and a good little flight from Gainesville to Destin. Didn't get to see the beaches quite because of the bad weather, but you know, maybe the next day we'll have a shot to see it. But anyway, oh, we got some flickering windows there. Alright guys, it's been a blast. And you know, if you like this type of content, give us a subscribe. Yeah, I mean, look, once we get to 50, we're gonna take this livery in another direction. Most definitely. We got a guy in Southampton, UK. He's just waiting for us to get to 50 so he can go ahead and start working on a livery, and we'll do a live stream, and yeah, man, we'll do it upright. We'll have him on the live stream. He'll talk to us about the livery, how he makes it, all that good stuff. But anyway, to Buster Mike, we've got to get a new livery. But anyway, even if we don't, we love flying this, guys. It's been a lot of fun. I hope you enjoying it with us as we make our way out west. And until next time, clear skies, which we don't have today, and strong tailwinds, which kind of did not have today either. And best wishes to you guys.